Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Monica and I'm an independent sales ambassador with Avon. And today's video, I thought I would update you on my goals. At the beginning of the year, I did some goals and I wanted to see what I could accomplish during the first quarter of the year. So January, February, March. We're well into almost May. April was a disaster of a month, but I'll get to that. I'll get to that reason why. But let's just chat about the goals. Did I accomplish them? And what's next? So put on some glasses because I have some notes and let's get chatting. All right. So I thought we'd start with my Avon goals. And for the first quarter, one of the things that I wanted to do was I wanted to wear Avon branded tops. And a total fail. This was a total fail. I don't want to do it. It's the only thing I can explain is that I find the Avon branded tops really uncomfortable and I don't want to draw attention to myself and it's just really weird. I couldn't do it. So that was a huge fail. So I'm definitely taking that off my list. I'm not going to do that. That's just out. We're done. All right. Next up, I am supposed to post consistently on Instagram and add threads, which I did do. I did add threads. If you're not on threads, it's kind of really fun. It's really like a Q&A type of thing. Somebody will ask a question and then everybody will answer it. And it's really kind of fun to, read people's answers. So I'm really enjoying threads. So I do post to Instagram and threads. Not probably as often as I like, but definitely more than I was. So that has worked out and that was a goal I accomplished. Another one was find a free website for my blog. I didn't find a free website, but I found a cheaper website or how to put up a blog, and I need to populate it. I'm not really a good blog writer, but I thought it would be a good source to post recipes and stuff like that, or any type of fitness advice, or I really want to do a post on different kinds of pre-cleansers, because I really love a good pre-cleanse, and that would be a good subject, but I haven't written that yet. So we're gonna get to that, but I did do it. Like I set up a blog, it is live. I haven't posted the link or anything because I was hoping to populate it a little bit before I, sent out the link, but I did do it. So got that done. And the last one was to keep brochures on me, which I do. And I usually just kind of have them in the car at least. And my husband and I went out to a local restaurant, and I kind of put two out in kind of a wire rack that was sitting there. And when we came back out to the restaurant, one of the brochures was gone. So that's really cool. So it does work if you kind of leave brochures around that, people might pick them up. So those are my completed Avon goals for Q1. And I did pretty good with the exception of the Avon branded top. I'm not going to do it. It's just not my jam. What can I say? So for Avon goals for the second quarter, which is April, May, June. April was a weird month. I'll get more into that when I talk about my personal stuff. So for the second quarter with Avon, I'm going to be posting for the Avon Creative Collective. And that is something that Avon has that you have to apply to. And so I applied to it and got accepted. And it's kind of like a little meeting of Avon reps, ambassadors, where everybody is kind of talking about social media and how to, post to social media, how to market your brand, stuff like that. So that would be really interesting, and I'm super excited to start. Of course, the day that we're having our very first meeting, I have a dentist appointment, but it's like, I don't know, but it's fine. I'll catch up with them. So very excited to join the Avon Creative Collective, and I'm still really shocked that they selected me. I didn't think they would. When it first started, I applied to it. I didn't get accepted, and I just think because I was just too new. And now that I've been an Avon ambassador for 2 years and have a bit more content, and they can kind of see what I'm doing, that I did get accepted. So I'm super excited about it. Anyways, And let's see, another goal is for me to post once a week to my blog. Like I said, I need to get that populated. I've kind of been sitting on it and not really doing anything with it. So I got it up. Now I need to get it running. So I will post one blog per week. So try to do that. And then I need to finish an online course that I started last year. It's so embarrassing. And I paid a lot of money for it. I haven't finished it. I need to finish, it's a Think Media course. It's through a company called Think Media, and it's about YouTube and how to post and, you know, how to get more people interested in your channel. And yeah, I need to finish that course. So I need to finish that course, and I started another one, which I didn't finish. It's Intro to Social Media Marketing, and that's on, I think it's called, is it a Google? I think it's called Coursera. Anything that I'm talking about, I will link below just in case you're interested in doing the same. So I have 2 courses that I need to finish for my professional, my Avon business. So other than that, it went pretty well. So I'm all good. We're good to go for Q2 on Avon stuff. So for personal goals, this is where everything kind of falls apart. So for personal goals, well, not a little bit. Okay, personal goals for Q1, I had to finish my personal training course and then take a CPR course to renew my personal training certification, which I did. And I was really relieved to finish that. I don't want to lose that course certification simply because it was really, really hard to get. Just the whole studying the anatomy portion of that exam I don't think I could be a doctor. It was really tough. And I'm still amazed that I passed that exam, and I don't want to let that go because I don't want to have to do that again. But anyways, got that done, took the CPR. CPR is really funny. I never want to do it. I just think it's like a huge inconvenience to me. But once I take the course and I'm in the course and then we're done and I leave, I'm thinking, oh man, I'm really glad I did that. And I have to do that every 2 years. And I'm always really glad that I do it, but I'm always really annoyed that I have to do it. But it's okay. I got it done. You know, it's all good. And it's really worth doing. Even if you never, ever, ever have to use CPR, it's still good to have that knowledge in the back of your mind. So yeah, it's good to do. All right, next up, I put myself on a clothing and makeup no-buy for 3 months, with the exception of Avon and a few replacement items that I need. And I did quite excellent at that. And I think because I made an exception for Avon, I had a few products to play with. Avon came out with some great stuff. They came out with these, you know, delicious lippies, you know, these gel lippies and some beautiful blushes and the Love eyeshadow palette. And, you know, so I had things to play with. So I didn't quite miss not buying any makeup, you know. So it was okay. It worked out. I did have a little, you know, fear of missing out, of course, when I was watching other people's videos. But it was like, okay, I did not cheat. I did good. And clothing, of course, I did really well. I only bought one item that I remember. I bought from Old Navy. I just saw the cutest St. Patrick's Day shirt, and I really wanted it. So I bought it. But that was it. So not too bad there. And I did buy a couple of athletic items because I had started a gym membership and I needed something that wasn't going to fall down. So I did that. All right. So what else was I supposed to do? Those are the things that the renewing of the certificate and the no-buy, I did excellent. I did excellent on that. I was also supposed to do 10 pages of reading after I finished my my personal training stuff, because I was just too busy with that and I couldn't do the reading. But reading is funny for me. I'll read. Oh, I love to read. Don't want to read at all. Love to read. Don't want to read at all. It's like it's up and down, up and down, up and down. I'm not very consistent with reading. I love to read, but then I'm just like, I don't want to read anything. It's really kind of cyclic for me. So I'm just going to put that on the shelf. I'm not going to put that on my second quarter of things to do because I have some courses that I need to finish. So I want to do that instead. I also need to continue my mobility work because I'm trying to work on my posture, which is a work in progress. and work out 3 times a week. And that went really well until I hit April. So here's what I do. So I have a calendar. It's my calendar. I'm a paper girl. I will always be a paper girl. And I bought these stickers, and these are the cutest little stickers. You know, this one is, I use that for weights, and then this one I use for if I'm doing any yoga, and then I have this if I go for a walk. So what I do is, I just take my calendar, and all these little dots here are when I worked out. So, you know, I worked out pretty good. January, yeah, I was seeing a personal trainer, and he got me all kind of fired up about going to the gym, and it was really great, and I was really all happy, and I did some workouts here, and I joined a gym. I joined a gym right here, and I was all excited, and it was a lot of fun. And then March was a little lighter. I was in the desert, and I didn't really have that much time to go to the gym. But then April, you know, April's nothing. Like I just, and the reason why is I got really sick on April 3rd. I got really sick, and it took me down, crash. And so the whole, the working out thing just kind of failed. But I'm much better. But I was sick for like 10 days, and I just had, kind of this screaming sore throat, and just kind of had an ear infection. It was really weird. Like, I haven't had an ear infection since I've been a child. So I was down for the count, but I'm all better now. All right, let's see. What's the other one? The other one that I was going to do is I was going to lose 10 pounds in the first 3 months. That didn't work out so well either. I did Whole30, which is a diet plan. It's mostly like an elimination plan where you're taking out, seed oils and grains and dairy and sugar. And I did that in January, and I did it really well. And I lost 4 pounds, and that was really great. And then I just kind of went back to the way I normally eat, and I kept off the 4 pounds, but I have not taken off the other 6. And so don't know what I'm going to do about that, but I kind of have a different focus going into the second quarter. I kind of missed the whole month of April, but so I have to catch up the next 2 months. But my personal goals for the second quarter are a little different. One of the things that I need to finish is that I decided to take a course, and it's a free course through Yale. It's called the Yale Bible Study, and it's the New Testament, the Epistles. And it's just a 6-week course, and it's just really kind of cool to just kind of learn about the Bible. So, and it's not really, the course isn't from it's not a faith-based course. It's basically just telling you about the epistles, the letters that John wrote, and what they meant. Did he really write them? Because sometimes they wrote these letters in the name of John, and maybe they wasn't really written by John. It's more historical than anything, and I just really enjoyed it. And like I said, it's a 6-week course, and I'm on week 6, so I just need to take that and just get that done. So I'm going to get that done. And I think what I like about that course so much is the lady who is talking. The course is between 2 people, a professor and another lady. Her name is Dr. Teresa Morgan, and her voice is just so soft and so gentle. I love listening to her. So the course has been really nice. I've really enjoyed it. And again, I'll link all this stuff down, just if you're curious or checking it out. What else? Okay, so we're still going to do the mobility, and the posture is still on my schedule. I still need to really work on that, and still going to try to work out 3 times a week, and work on my mobility and stuff like that. And I'm also starting Whole30 in May, which is in a few days. But it's not really a hard diet to do. It's a little hard to switch your taste buds, I think. I'm such a sandwich person. At lunch I eat a sandwich, and so now I have to find something else to eat because I can't eat any bread. So it's just those little changes, and no eating chocolate, and that's hard for a bit, and then once I stop, I'm good. No Diet Coke. Oh, God. But it's all good. It's all good, because when I have a sweet tooth, the best way to address my sweet tooth is with some fruit. So be eating lots of fruit. All right. And I'm not really focused on weight loss with the Whole30. I'm really focused on still having problems with my hormones. My estrogen is like way too high. I've had some huge problems with taking progesterone, which is causing me to have migraines, and I'm a bit of a mess. So I hope this eating a little bit cleaner and a little bit more fiber will help, regulate my hormones a little better than what I'm doing on my own. So yeah, menopause, the gift that keeps on giving. It's just so great. All right, what else am I gonna do? I'm still gonna keep, I'm not going to do a no-buy, but I'm going to have a $100 budget for makeup per month. I don't think I'm going to spend that every month, and it's not cumulative, so if I don't spend it, I don't roll it over to the next month. It's like you get this money, you spend it, or don't, you're done. I did spend it in April. I spent like $90. So yeah, there was something I just wanted to try, and so I just bought a few things, but definitely going to do a budget. And so yeah, I'm not buying any more for the month of April. I'm good, I'm done. And then I'm going to do a $200 budget for clothing per month, and that's not going to include athletic wear or Avon. So it's just kind of $200 a month is arbitrary. I don't spend that much. I don't spend $200 every month for clothing at all, but I'm just kind of sticking a number so that in case I do go a little crazy, I can kind of dial it back, like, oh, you spent too much, stop spending. But yeah, I do need to replace some athletic wear. I haven't replaced a lot of my athletic stuff since my workout wear since I did CrossFit pre-COVID. So a lot of it's just kind of old and stretched out, and yeah, it's just time to update that clothing. So I'm going to do that. And yeah, so those are my goals for the second quarter, and I think they're doable. They're pretty much doable, but for me, if I'm not keeping track, I just let it go, because I can simply, I'm not working anymore. I'm retired, so I can always do whatever I need to do tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and I'm like, oh, I didn't get to that. Well, that's okay, because I can do it tomorrow. There isn't any real deadline or urgency for me to get stuff done. So if I have a list, I can follow that. And like I said, I did pretty good for the first quarter. There were just some things that worked out and some things that didn't, and that's fine. But I hope you are still focusing on your goals for 2025, and let me know where you've been successful. It's good to hear other people be successful, or maybe where you're like, I got to try a little harder. Yeah, sometimes that happens too. So anyways, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Talk to you later.